Hey, what's up, guys? It's Franco here, and I'm back with another Clash of Clans video today. And today we finally have a maxed out barbarian king there. If you don't know, I'm actually free to play on this account, so I've never really spent money on the game. Not never really. I've never spent money on the game. And I know that's kind of one of the things is people really don't think that you can like max out as free to play, but I max out my king and my royal champion, and pretty soon it's going to be my queen too. So honestly, with this new update with being able to upgrade a hero without being down a hero in battle, I think it's pretty like awesome. I'm not gonna lie. So now I'm upgrading my queen, and I'm not really suffering too much more on offense. I have been kind of struggling a little bit. I haven't three-starred without my queen yet, because that giant arrow and healer puppet is pretty good, just for knocking out some straggling defenses. But that's beside the point. Whole point is that I did this as free to play. And honestly, if you don't believe me that I'm free to play, there are a couple ways I can prove it. Like, one, create a YouTube channel that goes back a couple years, which is exactly what I did. So if you really don't believe that I'm free to play, look at all the progress I've made throughout all of Clash of Clans. And two, I can show my magic items. So um, you might be thinking right now that you have 11 of 5 research or resource potions, 9 of 5 training, an extra rune of gold. This one's a huge red flag. But I get all these free to play. And I mean, free to play really just means that you're not spending any money on the game. And I actually have it pinned here that this Ted Bowler guy says free runes of uh, gold, good, free runes of gold and builder potion on the Supercell website, and you just had to use those two codes. So if you haven't done that yet, I think it's still eligible, and you'll see exactly what I mean. It lets you overstack magical items, which is actually so helpful. So I have 2 out of 1 runes of gold, which is kind of crazy. And a lot of these things you just have to go to the Supercell store, and it's just free. And same with these snake medals. I was able to claim an extra, I think, 200 so far, and realistically, you only should be able to get um 750 from the free to play track without buying any of the passes or anything. But I got an extra 200, and I think I could have gotten an extra 300, but I kind of fucked it up and like accidentally like force closed the app at the wrong time, and now I can't re-redeem it. But it'd be so nice because then I could get an extra like shovel of obstacles. Um, but just doing stuff like that, literally just going to supercellstore.com, just keeping in touch with like all the pop YouTubers because they seem to like give out just like free stuff and kind of like advice on how to get free stuff or be in a clan like mine. Like mine, I always have people who are always messaging stuff in the chat just saying how to get free stuff. And if you're not in a super active clan like that, that's one of my best recommendations for kind of accelerated progress is free to play. But this is my current progress base, and I haven't made a video in a little while, but it's kind of coming along. I don't have too many walls left. I guess I have 102 left. Would be maxed out in 2 walls if it wasn't for them releasing an extra 100. But spoiler alert, they're just going to keep releasing more and more walls. So I'm not going to be maxed till I actually finish all these. And then, spoiler alert, again, they're going to release a new town hall. So this game never is going to end, honestly. But the best thing to get your progress going is always buy hammers of building. That will give you the best value because I just use them on these scatter shots and these expos, and that saves 15 days, 12 hours. That is a lot of time of builder time that you can really save. So just rush to the highest town hall level and then use it on the longest upgrades. And that's how you get the best value, honestly. But besides that, how I got a free to play max out king and royal champion was I just committed. I was like, hey, I'm going to use the classic heroes and swap in the minion prince for the royal champion and just max her out. Simple as that. And then once you have the maxed out hero, so then I got lucky as I started using this attack strategy that I whatever use now with the royal champion walk. But once you start doing that, and you have one hero maxed, then say you swap it out, like what I'm doing now, the king for the archer queen. Technically, the king is worse for this strategy than swapping than the archer queen in the strategy in the attack. But um, I would rather have him swap in for the queen being max level than him not max level. So the idea is upgrade the least important heroes first. So that's how you can tell. Well, that's why my Grand Warden's only level 63, because in my opinion, if you upgrade your Grand Warden for any attack strategy in the game, you're going to be at such a severe disadvantage. So I really have never gotten around to upgrading him. And I usually would use the books on the queen, but with this attack strategy, I actually think the royal champion is more important. So I actually had the ability to start upgrading my queen without using a book. Now I use a couple books on the minion prince. I just used one on the warden the other day from the season pass. And so you get a book a month. So realistically, one warden upgrade a month isn't bad. But then, yeah, so if you upgrade the worst hero and you get him to max level, realistically, that hero that was the worst and least impactful will be slightly more impactful and better than the hero that was kind of very good. So, like the king, let's say I upgraded him to level 100, got him to level 100 just like I did today, and then I swapped him in for like a level 65 queen. Let's just say I was like, the queen is so much better, all this stuff. Eventually, you'd be like, yo, once the king passed like level like 85 or something, I actually think he does way more value, provides way more value to the attack than the queen. So basically, just keep upgrading the hero that you think has the least value. So obviously, in that scenario, maybe swapping the queen for like 10 levels, king for 10 levels. But with me, because I max out my king, queen, and royal champion for Town Hall 16, and I'm just maxing him out again. I'm not gonna lie, this isn't the first time I've maxed him out for the game. Um, all you gotta do is just do one hero for 5 levels. Simple as that. And I know a lot of the player base isn't maxed out. I think like the majority of players, if I had to guess, is probably like the Town Hall 13 to Town Hall 14 range. I think that's probably like the majority of people that at least watch these videos. Because if you're lower Town Halls, you probably don't care to watch YouTube videos about it. But I think usually Town Hall 13 is when people start to grind this game a little bit. And haven't burnt out yet either, which is usually most people at Town Hall 17, which luckily isn't me yet. But you can see the attack strategy isn't too bad without using the the Archer Queen there, but it still did suffer a little bit. We actually just finished up this war here. And I did one of the worst war attacks I think I've ever done in a super long time. And this was back before the king actually finished upgrading. But I go in with the Roto Champion walk, and I just fell for a trap here. I'm just going to go at 1 time speed. Everything was blowing up. Everything that could go wrong was going wrong. And she walks out of the invisibility thing like 3 times and loses like all her health. She goes to Phoenix, and I have 4 invisibility spells left. And honestly, the rest of the replay, you can kind of see where this is going to go. It does not go hot. There's no funnel for my dragons. I'm just trying to scrape at whatever I can get here. And I didn't even know where to drop the dragons. I was like, they're going to split no matter what. So honestly, only having 3 and the queen go low was like kind of pretty good. And it's funny, even with this strategy, I still got 91% because I thought it would be pretty favorable on this base. So even with the Royal Champion dying super early, she got a significant amount of value. And you think if I didn't miss that 1 invisibility spell, she probably would have taken out this pole compartment. And this probably would have been a 3-star, which is kind of cool. Um, but yeah, I do not try to say that I'm the best attacker in the world, because I literally just showed, I think, one of my worst war attacks I've done in a little while. And then we have a base like this, which honestly, with this attack strategy, is you can absolutely demolish it. Just get the Royal Champion into the core with her Electro Titan boots, and she will just fry everything, surely but slowly. But now with the king, I don't think I'll be as nearly as powerful of an offensive threat, but also my queen is level 98. So if you look at it like that, I only have 2 levels to go, and that's 16 days total. I'll constantly assign the builder apprentice on him, so, and he's level 8. So it's like, it's only gonna be like a week and a half. I might have the max level queen for Clan War Leagues. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, Clan War League isn't until the start of the month, and it's, what, February 20th today? So, I don't really think it'll be too much of an issue. And then realistically, I'll be maxed out, free to play, with all the heroes, except for the Grand Warden and then the new one, obviously, which I don't think really anybody has the Minion Prince maxed out, even if you had him grinding since he came out. But yeah, I think the project is going along pretty strong. I do want to show a little bit about how Sorryman's doing, the clan overall, because we have published a clan notice, so now we're up to like 50 people. And clan notices, I'm glad, have kind of like been a little bit watered down now, because before when I would publish a notice, we'd go right up to 50 people instantly, and they'd all be super inactive or super bad. But now that the feature's been out for a little while, I'm actually getting a little bit more favorable towards it, which I didn't really think would happen. I kind of thought it broke the game and clan recruiting and big clans would kind of like not exist, and only the only clans you could really join are like clans that you are with your like friends or something, which are always just kind of ass. Um, but now I think the clan recruiting is like almost fixed. I'm getting better quality players, I think, from clan recruiting because we even had a couple people this war, which I just threw in, and they didn't do a challenge or anything. That's what I say. Like, do a challenge, a friendly challenge, share a replay, show that you're like competent before I put you in war. But I had a couple spots open, so I was like, hey, I'll just throw some of these guys in. And surprisingly, they weren't. Some of them, like, some of them are bad. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, just abandoned the super archer blunt attack strategy, which happens um, like to everybody. I always see a super archer blimp attack strategy from someone who clearly hasn't played in like 2 years. Like this was the meta back in Town Hall 15. Like who still does this attack? I don't understand. And to come out and whip out in war and just get a 4-star war, I don't know. I just kicked this guy out. But also like then we have like this guy, like I was saying, and he's kind of new, but honestly, the attack strategy wasn't bad. It was kind of sound, and with a little bit of like tweaking, it could work. And honestly, that's probably the best result we've had from the clan notice in a while. So obviously, his invisibility spells weren't great. I told him that in the chat, but um, I think it was like he wasn't doing a super archer blimp. Let's just put it like that. And you might be like a super archer blimp, live or die by it, whatever. I don't really care. I mean, I just think it's kind of a dead strategy. It's like if someone was doing it the cleanest go wipe in the world, like that's 10 years old, man. Like you can't be go wiping and like I'm just gonna kick you out. Like there's no way you're actually serious with that. That's what the feeder clan's for. And I always just whenever I see people that aren't as skilled in this clan, I always just kick them out. I'm like, hey, just go to the feeder clan. Simple as that. Like I still would like you as a member if you're active and everything, but if you're not skilled, like that's perfectly fine with you. We literally have a clan that's specifically for that. But we're at 44 people now, which isn't bad. I have kicked out a couple people, but honestly, I do think the clan is coming along. And I know last Clan War League we got second, and that guy who had 3 accounts last Clan War League actually left. So we do need 3 extra people, and hopefully I'll start posting more videos so more people join. But that's not really the point of these videos. I just like to make them. But our war win streak has been looking pretty good. So if we go to our clan here, we're in a war streak of 10, and we actually just beat. I wanted to make a video about it, but I was kind of lazy. Oh my God, where what am I trying to click? There. I think one of these last 4 clans before the tie had a war streak of 17. So we actually took down a clan with a war streak of 17. We haven't even had too many ties, which clearly shows the meta is getting harder. But we're still saying perfect almost every war. I know we missed that one up there, and then the one where we lost. But it's almost every single war, and honestly, I'm feeling pretty good about the future of the clan. Um, but that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and let me know if you have any questions if you're free to play and you want to hear more about how to be better as free to play, like how to accelerate your progress. Let me know in the comments. I'll try to help out anybody that honestly has genuine questions, isn't just like a troll or trying to be annoying or anything. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.